not, it has a lot to do with everything that you do in business. All right, next slide. All right, cool. Emotional intelligence, what is that, right? So it's the capacity to be aware of control and express one's emotions and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. Guys, take it from a very emotional person, right? Your emotion can make you or break you, right?
Yeah.
Right? Hey, there's a book by John C. Maxwell. He says that if you host a meeting with emotion, it'll be the greatest speech that you forever regret. Right? Don't let that be you. All right, next slide. All right, so cool. Your IQ will get you higher, but your EQ will make you financially free. That's why it's important for you guys to come here and get your training. We think that going to BOM or going to big event, you think we're just hassling you. Guys, we're letting you experience something that's going to be great for you guys. Can you guys actually, for the people who went to big event, like when you came home and you were telling people about big event, the energy and everything, they were looking at you like you was crazy, right?
Yeah.
Guys, you got to be there. It's the experience. All right. Next slide, please. All right. So cool, right? So if it is up to be, if it is to be, then it's up to me. Guys, everything rises and falls on leadership, right? This book right here is phenomenal. Emotional Intelligence for Sales Leaders, right? It actually takes you to a whole nother level. If you want to be a high performer, you got to do what high performers do. You got to read books. All right, cool. Next slide. Y'all got to be high today. Go back. My bad. All right, so emotional intelligence sales teams understand the power of delayed gratification.
Oh my goodness.
Right? We understand that. Anthony, man, when you started this business, man, you were grinding it out, man. There were probably people saying, man, this thing ain't gonna work. Look at you now, right? Delayed gratification, guys. Delayed gratification. All right, if you want to win, you gotta understand that. You can't be on Instagram. You looking at Chris Hart's life or one of MD's broker's life, like, oh man, you know what, man, I want to get. Man, you don't understand the grind these individuals had to do to get where they are, right? So delayed gratification, guys, right? So when you take on leadership roles, it's no longer about you, it's about them. Guys, you have to put yourself aside, right? Even in the worst of times. If you want to be a leader, you got to be there for your people even when you don't want to be. Guys, my little brother was murdered on Thanksgiving Day, right? And I had to do a BMP for Cheryl. I told Cheryl I was still going to be there, right? The next day, I was there because I had to show up. Because I'm a leader.
Wow.
When you're a leader, you got to show up when you don't want to. Even when you don't want to. All right? All right, so cool, right? So can you transfer your skills to the people that you're developing? Right? That's a real leader. A real leader can transfer their skill set into the people that they're developing. Duplication. Guys, why are businesses like McDonald's so successful? Right? You go to any McDonald's in the country, you see the fry machine on the same side, milkshake machine on the same side, drive-through, everything is set up the exact same way. Guys, McDonald's can take a 14-year-old and put any McDonald's in the country and still run $1 billion operation. That's called duplication, guys. All right, next slide. All right, so sales leaders are always raising the bar because their competition is also. Guys, we competing here, right?
Yeah.
Right, there's some people raising the bars, right? Guys, if you don't compete to raise the bar in your life, right, you will be left behind. You will be left behind, I promise you that, right? Because we're not stopping. This train is moving, guys. We're not stopping. We want to work with people who want to be worked with, okay? All right, so cool, right? So if you keep doing what you've been doing, you'll always keep getting what you've been getting. Guys, if you did not come to big event, you're probably gonna get the same result as you did 6 months prior, right? That's real. That's just me. I'm only speaking facts, guys, right? Hey, you can come back from that, right? Trust me. All right, guys. I didn't go to my first big event, and it wasn't my fault, right? I was in the military, right? There's this thing called AWOL. And it was like, hey, Chris was like, hey man, you need to be a big man. I'm like, hey man, coach, I promise you I want to go. But if I do, I'm gonna go to jail. Right? Guys, I'm trying to go, but it happens, right? All right, so of course, guys, you can recover from that. All right, so cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're on fire right now. All right, cool. All right, so guys, prescription before diagnosis is malpractice.
Period.
Right? Understand, you need to write that down. Prescription before Diagnosis is malpractice.
Scrap.
Right? That's you when you're on an appointment with that client and you don't pull out that FLS. Right? How many times you did it? Guys, I'm telling you, I made mistakes like that in business, guys, early on. Guys, there was one particular time I had a client was like, hey, no, man, I only need $100 in coverage. That's all I need. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I was going to sell it to him, and then I was like, nah, I'm going to stick with the system. Right? I do the FLS. Guys, the biggest rollover of my lifetime. Right?
Wow.
$530,000 I found on the FLS. Right? That's why you always want to follow the system, guys. You rise to the level of your training, but you fall to the level of your system. All right, next slide. I'm sorry. Oh, go back. All right, so guys, when you figure out your client's needs, you always know how to serve them. That's why it's so important for you to actually do that FLS, guys, right? Sales Leadership 101. Let's get it. Next slide. All right, so guys, 2025 is the year of raising standards.
Okay.
I always get for some reason. I don't know why it's like that. All right, every time we come up here to speak, you're like, need some water. All right, so cool. All right, so 2025, guys, is the year of raising standards. Right? How many people in here want to go to a new level?
Yeah.
Right? Everybody? I don't see everyone's head. You don't want to, Michael, you don't want to go to a new level? All right, hey, man.
We asking. You ain't got to. If you don't want.
Let's go. Man, I got some water.
I ain't got to speak it. You gonna see.
That's right. So cool. That's right. Guys, in order to go to the next level, you got to know what type of leader you are today. Right? All leaders have blind spots, guys, even me. Right? First of all, it's a book by John C. Maxwell called A Self-Aware Leader. Highly recommend you read. Before you lead anybody, you want to learn how to lead you first. Right? You got to learn how to lead you first. Right? Because people don't join businesses, people don't join organizations, they join people. People don't buy the product, they buy the person. Yeah. Right? You have to continue to grow. You have to. If you want to attract people to this industry, everybody want to make money, right? Yeah. Right? Ask yourself this question.
Yes,
Would you follow you? Right? Would you follow you?
What?
Only you know the answer to that. Right? Don't say it. Don't embarrass you. All right, so cool. So we want to figure out, if we want to go to the next level in 2025, guys, we got to know what type of leader are we? So what type of leader are you? Guys, this is a winning leader here. A winning leader. People with high internal locus of control. Right? Everybody know what a locus of control is?
No.
All right. So what is a locus of control?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually took a screenshot so I can get the proper definition for you guys.
Okay.
Right? All right. So cool. Locus of control refers to the degree which a person believes that they have control over the events in life. Okay. All right, this person has a high internal locus of control, right? They believe that they can control their outcomes despite external factors. And your life might be going haywire. Guys, the moment you make a decision and say, hey, I'm going to take my life to the next level, for those of you who rose your hand and say, hey, you know what? 2025 is going to be a new level for me. Guess what? The devil is coming, right? I promise you, the moment you make a declaration and say, hey, I'm going to be great, you're going to have so many things come against you. Man, your dog going to get sick. Your kid going to get sick. Somebody going to get in the car, his tires going to be flat. You know, might get fired. Guys, it happens. It's supposed to happen. That lets you know you're on the right track. Yeah. All right?
Go.
Everything is going haywire. All right, that's what I'm talking about. One more time. Who did that?
Who did it? Do it again.
One more time. Let's talk about flow, man. All right.
You're cool with you.
So cool. All right, so guys, this person looks inward for answers and solutions.
Yeah.
Guys, we don't have all the answers, right? There's no perfect person. The only perfect person to walk this earth is the one who I serve. Come on, man. All right? So you're not perfect, so there's always room to grow, guys. Right? So everybody in here got room to grow. Okay? All right, so next slide. What type of leader are we? This is an external leader. Victim mentality, right? People with external locus of control is great at the blame game. Oh, it was your fault. It was my upline. Oh, he ain't called me. Oh, man.
Yeah, I gotta call you.
Right? All right, this person right here, internal belief that what you do does not matter. Yeah. Guys, we all matter here. All lives matter, guys. I promise you that. All right, we all matter. Okay? All right, cool. All right, so now. Okay, all right, cool. So
no
constant
secret.
circus.
Yo.
Right? Constant circus act because this person never takes self-accountability. Guys, if you want to be a great leader, you got to learn to take self-accountability. Right? I've made mistakes. I've made really big mistakes. Right? But I know to take self-accountability. Right? If I want to grow, I got to know where I'm at today. That's why we're doing this training. All right? So, because we want to take this 2025 to a whole new level. Everybody want to go to the next level, right? You got to know who you are. Right? You got to know what type of leader you are today. All right, so cool. Right? Track record, easy to learn because, track record is easy to learn because the common denominator is them. Guys, you ever been in a room like, I'm pretty sure you've been in a meeting after meeting, or, if you've been in this business, right, you got that one person that be like, oh, it's this and that and this and that and that, right? And everybody looking like, it's you, right? Hey, don't be that person, okay? Don't be an external leader, right? But we all got to know where we are today. All right, so cool. Not open to learning what needs to change for them to win. Some people ain't open to learning. Right? You give a book reference. Guys, there's this thing called a leadership test. Every MD has tested you, I promise you. Right? If you're in the base, you've given them people a leadership test, right? Every MD has given their people a leadership test. I guarantee if that MD says, hey man, you should read this book, and they come around and they ask you a question, they don't know if you read that book or not. Right? And that's gonna let them know who they need to focus on. Right? If you ain't got a call from your MD, it might be you. All right? All right, I'm just saying, I gotta be real. All right, so cool. Right? So blame others, right? It's their fault. Guys, if you want to win in this business, everything rises and falls on leadership. I promise you.
No doubt.
Everything rises and falls on you. Okay? Selfish and self-centered. Answers feedback, yeah, but. Oh my God. Guys, I swear my son did that one time, he'll never do it again.
Hey, go ahead.
Guys, you know what I mean? Yeah, but. Once you answer yeah, but, there's no coaching. Why would I coach you? Right? Why is Anthony Anna going to constantly coach you and you answer yeah, but? Right? That basically means nothing that they gave you. No advice. You basically threw it all out the window because you know everything. All right?
Yeah,
all right? A resilient leader. Guys, a resilient salesperson has the ability to push through and keep going through tough times. Is this you? Guys, hey man, I know somebody who man, I was on a field training and I got mad respect for this person. He's like, man, hey man, sorry I'm late. I'm on the field training, bro. My phone turned off, bro. Hey, I had to get on Wi-Fi because I'm still running the field training. Man, I respect that guy. He's like doing whatever it takes to win. Respect, all right? That's a resilient leader. Okay, next slide. All right, internal leader. This person looks inward, right? 100% responsible for every action. Like, do you hold yourself accountable for your actions, right? Guys, I'm telling you, the moment you're able to say, hey, everything rises and falls in leadership, everything is my fault, right? The moment you can do that, that's the moment your whole life gonna change. That's the moment your leadership style is gonna change. Everything's gonna change around because now you know everything is on you. It's on you to win. It's on you to come through. It's on you to actually be that leader that you need to be. No one is gonna follow you if you're leading and no one is following you. Guys, you're just taking a walk.
Not even the speed.
All right, if you're leading and no one is following you, you're just taking a walk. All right, don't be that guy.
Where you going?
All right, so cool, right? So what can I do to be successful in reality? Guys, I want to know what can I do to get better? Right? Everybody's like, oh man, that was such an amazing speech. I'm asking the coach, man, how do I get better? I want to be the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Guys, if you don't want to be great, man, why are you here? Guys, you're not around people that's mediocre. You're around people that want to achieve greatness, right?
Yeah.
It's contagious. If you want to be successful in life and you're around me, you want to go to the next level. And if you don't want to go, if you don't want to be successful in life,
Roll
right,
on.
and you're around me, you're probably going to eventually fade away, right?
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
Yes.
That's realness, right? Guys, we all want to succeed. Guys, I'm telling you, in order for you to get to the next level, you gotta do it. There's a saying out there: if you want to live like a king, you gotta learn the king's move, right? If you want to live like a king, you gotta learn how the king moves.
Okay.
All right,
Like that.
All right. All right, so cool. What I always ask it, always good. Give yourself, like, ask yourself, ask your mentor. Go to your upline. Go to your MD, man. What can I do to be successful? Right? Everybody, if you want to go to the next level in 2025, I want you to text your MD right now. Say, hey, what can I do to be successful? And they give you that feedback. Don't be that yeah, but. All right. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. All right. All right. Cool. Next one. All right. So how do we change, guys? Right. This is how we go to the next level. And, you know, if you're the leader that you do not want to be and you identify that today, this is how you change. All right, by implementing empathy. Empathy is the capacity to understand or feel what another person is experiencing within their frame of reference. That is the capacity to place oneself in another position. Right? Guys, you got to learn how to put yourself in other people's shoes. Right? That's the best way to change. Because you're able to actually, you know, get things from a different perspective. Right? Leadership one-on-one. Let's go. Next slide. All right, so guys, remaining relevant is the competitive edge in business. Guys, if you don't implement that, you will not, you know, have that competitive edge. Everybody wants to win, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to win, but who wants to be great? That's the person we're looking for. All right? All right, so cool. In most cases, of an individual, right, of an individual is not making sales, and most of the time it's due to their emotional intelligence. So ask yourself, you ain't making no money, you ain't making no, you know, sales, probably due to your emotional intelligence. Maybe you gotta go fix something, right? Hopefully you identified that today, right? Because I said, hey, the product sells itself, guys. Guys,
Tell them.
it sells itself, right?
Open it.
But people don't buy the product, they buy the person.
Deep.
Person, man. You got to grow, you got to develop. Guys, if you're not reading 4 books a month, you can't compete. I promise you. That's bare minimum. I'm just being honest, guys, because I want to grow, I want to learn, I want to develop. I don't want to be the best of the best of the best of the best.
Of the
Right?
best.
That's it. If you don't wake up in the morning and you don't want to be great, guys, when I wake up in the morning, y'all know what I tell myself? Let me tell you, I'm the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Right? And you're supposed to feel that way. Guys, I'm telling you, man, the more confident you are with anything, right? That allows you to actually achieve the levels that, you know, that you want to actually achieve. It's through your confidence, guys. It's through your confidence, right? Guys, confidence and cocky is 2 different things, right? Know that, okay? Right? Cocky is like, oh, you know, I'm so great and I'm, you know, talking, you coming down on another person. No, that's cocky. But confidence, oh man, if you're saying, hey, I'm the greatest, I'm the this, you're supposed to feel that way about yourself. Never let your confidence impede someone's insecurities. Okay? All right, cool. Sorry, you know, sometimes I go down the rabbit hole. All right, so speak with emotion, and you'll make the greatest speech you'll forever regret. Don't be that guy, guys. I've been there before. Right? It's not true. All right. So don't be that person, right? But you can recover from the mistakes you made. You can recover from the type of leader you are, right? By implementing empathy. Okay, next slide. All right, guys. There are two parts of the brain that actually affect selling. All right, guys. Did y'all know selling was all psychology?
Yes.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Like we always say, you know, hey man, if employees get paid on time, right? Trade time for dollars. But as entrepreneurs, we get paid on value. Right? So if you want to increase your income, you got to increase your value at the end of the day. Right? It's all internal. All right, so 2 parts of the brain that affect selling, guys. guys, you got the prefrontal cortex, right? It's often referred to as a affective part of the brain, right? This is where logical, rational thinking, right? That logical person, you know, all right? They're thinking with this one here, all right? The prefrontal cortex, okay? All right, so this is where intentional learning takes place, right? All right, nothing wrong with it if you know how to use it, right? But you gotta know where you are to identify, right? Identify your strength, right, guys? We went to Dallas, and they did a training on the STAR method. Who went to Dallas? Who's in Dallas for the PHPU, right? They had some guys when they did the STAR method training. I'm like, dang, man, I've been coaching people the wrong way, man. Man, I'm not supposed to coach no S's, right? A strike. No, I'm an action guy. It's gonna be completely. They're gonna hate me, right? Right. So guys, we're all growing. We're all growing. That's why you qualify for everything, right? That's what I'm telling you, right? So I identify some things with me. All right, so cool. All right, so all right, cool. Next slide, please. You have the amygdala.
The
right?
what now?
Right, the
Amygdala.
So better known as the lizard brain, the reptilian brain.
He's from the
it-
South,
it was
okay? Y'all leave my man
developed over
alone.
200,000 years ago. It's changed. It hasn't changed much. Its job is to keep a person safe and alive. It's always scanning the environment looking for threats. This is your fight or flight. This is your fight or flight, guys. All right? Gotta know how you think, right? So today, guys, you learn what type of leader you are. You learn how you think, right? And you learn what to implement. Okay? All right, cool. Next slide, please. All right, so guys, man, hey, with that being said, man, guys, ADT, man, we ain't here, man. We here, man. We're not playing. Guys, I promise you, we're taking this thing to the next level. You can crank on the music. Go ahead, brother. All right, cool. Man, we're taking this thing to the next level, man, guys. We're gonna promote 6 MDs. We're gonna be a VP team. We're gonna actually get a $250,000 by MGM.
Yeah.
500K by December. 5 Ring is coming out 18. ADT will have the most qualified for TTT and 100 bus and seats. Guys, we ain't playing.
Yeah,
We making this
yes,
thing
man.
happen.